Alright, got a new game for us to try out today called Unicorn Overlord. I was told by others that this was a game similar to Fire Emblem. It also has some really good designs from people who were telling me. And it's made by Vanillaware, which also has some pretty good games alongside this one. So I was like, alright, let's go ahead and try it. I believe it was also a runner-up for a Games Award or something. Of course, Final Fantasy came out, so that was never going to happen because Final Fantasy things. Quite understandably. I mean, so far I can already see what they're talking about the art here. Alright.
Nigh every last of Cornia's lords has forsaken us in favor of the traitor Valmor.
I'm liking the queen setup right here.
Crowned fugitive.
It's very different from what you regularly see.
I shall not flee from that fate.
Okay, so we got General Uprising here.
A sole rider with Elaine at your side.
Alenia.
Take him, Joseph. Raise that delicate seedling into a
Joseph is pretty awfully close to Jake, but hey, you know what do I know?
And pray safe.
Esther had told me he's like a paladin or something. Ah, Ring of the Unicorn. That's definitely not the Fire Emblem made into ring. No, of course.
Close to you until Elaine is a man grown. He will have need of the power it bears.
Of course. Otherwise, how else would we have a story?
Mother? Are they coming for us?
No, of course not. Why would they be doing that?
Heed well these words, Elaine. I say this not as your mother, but as your queen.
Yeah, because that makes it much different, okay.
You're to treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly with my tongue. Do you understand?
Of course.
Of course, but
that armor setup,
is
though?
there something amiss?
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you.
Now, what are you doing? Joseph, go help her. Come on, man.
Why are you just standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
Right?
Would that I were able, my prince.
What do you mean? You're the Jagan. Surely you can do something. Or maybe you fell off already? Nah, it's far too early for a Jagan to fall. Alright, rip to the voice acting, I guess. Bar all exits to the city. The queen is not to leave these walls alive. Our great general, reduced to little more than a base trader. You'll find my head not so easily parted from my shoulders, Valmor. I wonder if you could say the same. Come, everyone, we march this day for Her Majesty Alenia. Move the cursor to the select allied units, command them to move across the battle stage. Select Queen Alenia's unit, and use the move command to make them march toward Valmor's position. Alright then, easy enough.
Consider wisely our options. Forward!
But what if we try and farm up a little experience before we go on to the final boss? Surely that would be helpful. Assuming we can't. Oh my. The mage in the back. Oh yeah, okay.
Does this suit you?
Alright, these designs don't miss right now. That guaranteed crit putting in work.
I shall protect you.
Okay, so it looks like we've got a paladin or maybe a great knight, presumably a general. The queen class is probably exclusive to her, understandably. It looks like a soldier in the back and a sorcerer. How many want to be those bats right now? I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Alright, well, those guys got absolutely destroyed. Well, we should probably get out of here, huh? Assuming we can. Oh, you guys think you have a chance? Well,
Brace yourself.
That skill seems really good, giving everybody physical defense and guard rate. 1 damage, that's a good joke. Guaranteed crit is very nice too, especially the fact that we get 3 attacks with it. We just one-shot anybody we come across. 1 damage, good jokes.
I shall protect you.
Well, yeah, at least it looks like generals actually do something in this game.
Behold my might. I trust you.
Oh, baby, a trip.
Go.
Okay, alright.
I have you.
Well, he's frozen, so this guy's got
My
no
magic
chance.
is yours.
218 crit. That poor guy. He just had no chance. Alright, well, time to get out of here, right? Is that you, Your Majesty? Surely you were planning the run. Heath of the Feathered Crest. You have all the conviction of a weather-vane coward, and no patience for field mice either. If I were you, I'd watch my tongue lest you find a cup from your skull. Come, we have a little time to waste here. Balmer awaits. Alright.
We've no time
Well.
to falter.
Considering they were willing to talk to us, maybe the others will as well. Abandon this fleeting hope, Your Majesty, you won't escape. Forsaking your sworn liege, are you? You bring shame to your knightly vows. Yeah, perhaps you should worry about your own predicament rather than lecture me on mine. Yeah, and she just says the same thing as
Consider
usual.
wisely our
Okay.
options.
What if we go
Make haste.
and talk to the rest? Alright, these guys surely have no chance. I mean, the last guys, there's
I have
no...
you.
You'll see no harm.
He's got guaranteed crit. Okay. Only 1 damage, though.
Does this suit you?
Ready yourself.
They might just end up being base classes or something then. I mean, surely the Queen class is unique,
I
so
am your shield.
that's probably like a promoted class at the very least. The Paladins generally are, although I guess he's probably closer to a
We
Great
shall see
Knight
our
than a
journey
Paladin.
through. I trust you.
Guaranteed crit ourselves. Wow, he almost dodged all of that. What?
This.
Then he only had like an 88% chance to hit, and yet somehow he still managed to dodge almost all that attack.
Give them nothing.
That's a little much, don't you think? Alright. The witch is kind of weird. The witch seems more support-based than anything so far. I mean, we've seen her throw out some, like, ice bolts or whatever, sure, but like, she really hasn't been throwing out magic spells like that. She's kind of just been buffing everybody else. Which is fine, it just seems a little weird. You think she would have been a little more magic-focused based?
Brace yourself.
Or maybe a bit more physically, or magically offensive. Probably better than putting it. The queen is just putting in work. Yeah, maybe that's why she's the queen. She bullies everyone.
We strive together. I trust you.
It looks like that attack up applies to the whole row, but it looks like it's only applying to
My
the
magic
Great
is
Knight
yours.
himself. Correct.
Cornia shall never cave.
Alright, well, may as well talk to the rest of them, considering we've already talked to the others so far. Now, my queen, you know I can't let you through. Villain, to what end have you betrayed the crown? The only master I bow to is the one with the might to rule, and Valmore has proven himself more than worthy. Though perhaps I would reconsider should Her Majesty claim his head. Alright, well, it sounds like we might be able to make an ally out of him if we're able to beat Valmore here. May as well check with you as well. A valiant effort, Your Majesty, but I'm afraid there's no escape for you. Milady. Look who's come crawling out of Lucilla. Who knew all it would take was a little treason? Mock me all you want, witch. You'll never understand the value of my research. What a nerd. Alright, well, let's go dunk on the main
Consider
boss,
wisely our
hopefully.
options. With me.
They really say that guy had, like, almost 300 health? Okay. That's a little much, don't you think?
Caesar!
Good luck with that.
Enlighten me, Valmor. To what end do you seek to usurp my throne?
Self-centered fool. It's not merely your throne I aspire towards. It's all of them.
Okay, alright.
Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Fevrith, and I, the blade to restore our world to its natural order.
So you're another
You
country,
seek to
at
plunge
least
the
a
continent
leech
into war.
twice.
Fevrith need not suffer your delusions.
A proper
Oh, she called
ruler
them
demands
delusional,
unity,
okay.
not pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors. Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest and reclaim that which
Anybody
is
else, or is this guy giving you Nobunaga vibes?
I would
Because it's
sooner
definitely
see you
giving that
slain
to me.
by my hand.
These poses by the queen, though. Okay, alright. Well, the Vanillaware knows what they're doing. They know. Run, Joseph, run.
I promise you, my queen, the royal lineage shall endure. 'Tis but a great shame I couldn't aid you further.
I mean, you know, maybe if you just didn't fall off in any part of the game, that'd be great.
according to plan, my lord.
Oh, it's Garniff. Oh, I mean, Baltrum. Yeah, I get.
And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at a new dawn for Fevrith, one which will see Zenoira's dominion restored at last.
Right?
Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain.
About that, my lord. A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was bombed.
Well, looks like we got
The boy
out,
is
son.
lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offensive.
Thanks, Mom.
It would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception.
Well, he doesn't seem to be all too perturbed by the fact that we got out of that. I mean, I guess he got the entire continent, so was he care, right?
Of the Hallowed Chronicle.
Okay, we got a
Claiming
narrator,
himself a
sure.
scion of the fallen Sonoran Empire, Cornia's once decorated General Valmor rebelled against his erstwhile home at the seat of its monarchy, Gran Corinne.
Still didn't really explain his motives, but sure.
Its
they know what they're
queen,
doing with these
Cornia,
poses, man.
bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Elaine's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned.
Yeah, you know, she might have had to take on a few too many people there.
With Cornia's queen lost, care of the young prince fell to her faithful knight, Joseph.
Glad to see Joseph as a magical horse and can just ride across water.
On the Forned Isle of Palavia, in the Holy Kingdom of Albion.
Alright, from Prince the
And
Refugee.
boastfully proclaiming himself Fevrith's new emperor, Valmor donned a second name, Calarius.
Always a good
It
time when
began a
somebody
relentless
declares
onslaught the
themselves an
continent's
emperor.
nations could only but struggle against.
You think all four nations could just go dunk on them? I mean, there's four,
Yet each realm's
surely.
endeavors fell in vain time and again. And ere long, Zenoira's vile dominion was realized.
Well, okay then.
His blood-soaked unification come to bear. Few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor Galerius. Embers of resistance burned on. Yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. Desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears, night after unceasing night.
I mean, definitely in terms of like intro so far, definitely one of the better Fire Emblem-esque games.
Over Cornia.
10 years since the incident, huh? It's quite a bit of time. I suppose we need the time to age up. Oh, huh? The unicorn ring. Definitely not the fire emblem. No, it's it. Whoa. Oh my. Oh, hello there.
I wonder if those two are at it again.
Who?
Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
Yeah, you do that. Right. Presented by Atlas. Atlas don't miss, man. Well, sometimes they do, but not. They hit more than they miss. That's probably a fair way of putting it. I mean, this game does look really nice.
Sorry, Elaine, but this round's mine.
Oh, so we got Martha and Roy over here.
Damn it.
All right, Martha dunking on Roy. Never seen that one before. Oh wait, just play Smash Bros for him.
There's just no stopping you these days.
Yet you've grown no less than I have. Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
I don't know about that one. He probably falls off.
Finally making that Liberation Army thing a reality, huh? Guess that means we'll be going up against Anoira soon.
Indeed it does. The people of Cornia are suffering, Lex, crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine.
How virtuous of you.
And I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Yeah,
Well,
you know
yeah,
that too,
but
I guess.
Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand. How are we gonna fight back against that?
Good point, Lex.
The
Good
earth may
point.
be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice.
Of course, we got the power
You
of
got a
God and
point
anime
there.
on our side.
Sorry for not sounding all too confident. Just make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thanks, Lex. You're
Thank you,
definitely
Lex.
not getting
You know I
benched
can't
at
do
some
this
point.
without you.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Anyway, that's enough training for today. We're gonna miss lunch if we don't get moving.
Can't have
Suppose
that
it is
now,
that
can
time.
You see something out there?
It's a ship.
we? Well, that's not good.
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors too.
This island is no longer safe. We have to tell the others.
I mean, that's awfully
With you there.
convenient, don't you think?
You head for the cathedral. I'll make sure the town knows what's coming.
Seal off the harbor, and do it quick! Not a soul gets off this island under our watch.
Well, looks like going by sea is out of options. You know, maybe Joseph can just call his magical horse again so we can just ride over the water.
All soldiers have alighted, sir!
Dispatch the vanguard to the cathedral.
Wait a minute, we've seen this face before.
Remember,
Back with our mom. Apparently he lived.
Understood,
But now
sir.
he also works for Zenoira. Okay then. Yeah, maybe they blackmailed him into doing. Could be.
O Heavenly Father, ruler of land and sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies.
Oh
in the
good.
times to come.
Religion. That never goes poorly
Guide
for
our
us. Just
lost
ask
souls on the
FE4.
path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith.
You know, this seems like a pretty empty church so far. She's the only one chilling in here.
In the name of the guardian unicorn, and that of the
Guardian
Holy Mother.
unicorn. Come on, dude. Really? Hey,
Is that you, Elaine?
why you gotta sound so annoyed by it?
How many times must I ask you not to stomp around in the cathedral?
Oh, well, now you could be more
What
annoyed
is
by
the
it.
meaning of this?
Well, look what we've got here. Seems we're the first to show.
I've definitely heard that voice before. It's just a matter of
The
who
girl's
exactly
eyes
voiced
and
it.
Our heads will roll too.
Such
See if I can
depravity will
prove
not go
my-
unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Maybe this is slightly better.
Then you best get to praying.
This game uses up a lot of room on the screen, so it's hard to find a good spot for my
She's fast.
webcam here.
Not as fast as us.
Bones and a bone. See, but now I'm over her head.
Scarlet, are you hurt?
We're just gonna have to pick a
Only
spot and
little
live
shaken,
with it.
That's all. What's happening to us, Elaine?
Baby back here.
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil. One hoisting the banner of the Zenoiran army.
Oh my.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
I can't say for certain, but we know one thing. These people are our enemy, and they must be stopped.
Alright, now we pick up Scarlet and we just take her over our back and we just walk out of the church scoff. Right? That's how we're gonna do this.
Let's move outside.
Or, you know, I guess we can just let her walk too. Rusev, there you are.
It's a relief to see you unharmed.
Yeah, where were you?
Hold on. Where's Lex?
I don't know, I thought he was with you, probably.
We best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
The fire emblem? Oh, I mean the ring of the unicorn.
A ring. The ring of the unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended to wait till signs of age played more deeply across your face.
Why you gotta call us a butterface like that? Come on, Juice. It's not very nice.
Faith you'll see it secured.
Thanks, Bruce.
Keepsake from my mother. Thank you for this, Joseph. Truly.
Make no further mention of it. Now, let us be off.
Battle stages are fields of battle where allied and enemy units wage war in real time. So we got a real turn-based strategy, alright. Each battle stage has victory conditions that must be fulfilled in order to complete it, such as defeating the enemy commander. Yeah, kill boss, routing, all that good stuff, I'm sure that'll play in soon enough. Allied units can be deployed from any base flying a blue flag. Move the cursor to the command post and deploy them. Sounds good. Alright. Well, it looks like it's just me and Scarlet at the moment. Deploying a unit consumes 1 Valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left of the screen. Valor points can be replenished by defeating enemies, liberating towns and fortresses, and more. Wait, and look, they already reached the town. And we know our first aim. We must dispatch those soldiers as quickly as possible. Alright, well, let's get them.
To me.
When an allied unit encounters an enemy unit, the battle menu will appear at the bottom of the screen. Use it to organize your forces and view enemy details before battle. Select battle once you finish preparing to enter the front. Alright, General Overlord, bronze weapons, makes sense. We have the Ring of the Unicorn, that do anything special for us. Max HP plus 5, guard rate plus 10. Okay, nothing too extra special at the moment. And we've got skills and attacks, it looks like. Attack single enemy, recover 25 if it hits, recover an extra 25 if they're defeated. Sure, alright. Noble Guard activates before being hit by a physical attack. Block with a medium guard, whatever that means. Grant the user plus 20 defense, sounds good. And grants the user plus 1 PP, what a name. If the user has 50% HP or less. That still seems kind of strange because then it's going to give you the PP back in order to continue guarding against stuff, but then if you're at, only if you're at 50% HP or less. But then you're just going to keep jumping into attacks when you're already at half health and take more damage, which seems like could get you killed later on, but I suppose that's a problem for a different time. Cavalry Slayer, another skill he can learn. It looks like at level 10. Attack single enemy, inflict AP minus 1, PP minus 1, and guard seal if the target is cavalry. Okay, so we have like an anti-cavalry skill here. And Luminous Cover activates before an ally is attacked. Cover them with a medium guard, grant that ally plus 20 defense. Okay, so Noble Guard is for us, Luminous Cover is for our ally in terms of giving them defense. Valorous Order, okay, that looks broken. Damage increased by 20%, reduce damage by 20%, and get first strike to everybody in range, not just yourself. only will last one battle, but if we've got like a full-on army going on and everybody gets this buff, that's going to be wild. Royal Order increases XP earned by an allied unit by 100%, so he just gives people double XP. That seems really good. A noble warrior bearing the blood of royalty excels at offense and defense in equal measure. Possesses the ability to protect allies in battle. He's a sword and shield user, that's infantry, makes sense. The leader effect morale boost, gain more valor points when defeating enemy units. Okay, so he allows us to spam our valor skills more when he's a leader, makes sense. It shows his growth types as well as his growths from his classes, it looks like. Okay, and it looks like concept art for him. Sure, why not? We really came to see here. I mean, oh, okay. That blonde hair, of course. Blue eyes, yeah. Alright, well, bronze staff, nothing special. Scarlet's ribbon. Okay, HP plus 3, evasion plus 10, and it also looks like it gives the skill quick heal. Activates after an ally is attacked by an attack, restores HP. Sure. Okay, so attack, yeah, heal. Alright, sure. Attack a single enemy with magic, remove all the target's buff. Seems pretty good against people that like the buff, so sounds good to me. Curing Call restores minor HP to a row of allies, removes all the target's debuffs. So remove enemy buffs, remove our debuffs plus heal. That seems like a pretty good combo. Passive Miracle, restore HP and grant plus 1 PP to an ally after they use a skill, sure. So you're just giving them HP and then giving their PP back at the cost of using yours for it, okay. Regeneration, 50% HP regen for 3 battles on a single target, that seems pretty good. Broken almost, especially for only 1 valor cost. 2 cost, revive all incapacitated combatants in an allied unit to 50% HP, so we have a revive, cool. A Priestess of the Palavian Orthodoxy excels at healing and support skills, effective versus armored foes. Okay, uses magic, and their infantry can provide healing assist for allied units, sure. Her growths kind of suck, honestly. F tier, that is not what you want to see. Magic defense is good, evasion is good. Sure, magic tech, not all that fantastic, but she's kind of just there to help us out. Alright, well, let's get into it, shall we? Battles play out automatically according to the various predetermined rules. First, the combat's initiative determines their turn order within battle. Okay, so initiative is just turn order based on the speed. Makes sense. When a combat's turn arrives, they'll use one of their active skills. Using an active skill consumes AP. Alright. Combatants will take their turn using active skills in order according to their initiatives. Battle will continue until all combatants run out of AP. Passive skills trigger when certain conditions are met, such as being hit with an attack. So even if you have low initiative, you can actually still get some of your passive skills off way faster than you would your active skills, because they only have to meet certain conditions. So they could be faster or slower than your actual initiative you have on your character. Okay, sure. Noble Guard triggers when he's attacked, causing him to protect himself. Using a passive skill consumes PP. Passive. They knew what they were doing when they were making those names. Scarlet's Quick Heal triggers when an ally takes damage, thus healing that ally. Okay. Oh, you missed. Get good. Hold. Damn, Scarlet's our damage dealer at the moment. Finally, the enemy's Parting Blow skill triggers at the end of battle, performing an additional action. So he trades passive points for active points with that, essentially. The battle will end when all the combatants run out of action points, or when all the combatants on one side have been defeated. You can also review the battle log. Sure.
We march on.
Owned. If neither unit is defeated in a battle, the side with the lower percentage HP remaining is losing. Upon losing a battle, the defeated unit is knocked back and enters a waiting state, rendering it immobile for a short time. We almost have one, just one more push. Alright, let's get our first strike advantage while we're here. Engaging a waiting unit will grant that attacking unit a first. A unit executing a first strike will always act first, regardless of initiative. So really, once you damage somebody, you want to go all in on them, because that's the easiest time for you to do extra damage while limiting your own damage. That's it. Looks like you still get chip damage and bonus experience for actually defeating the enemy. Makes sense. Good, all that remains now is to claim the town. That's where Lex headed, right? I hope he's okay. Garrisoning a unit in a town for other facility allows that unit to liberate the facility. Alright then.
We march.
Well, let's go grab, shall we?
For the liberation.
Liberating facilities will replenish Valor points and booster score upon completing the stage. Additionally, facilities that have been liberated will serve as bases from which allied units can be deployed. Okay. Lex, hey, sorry about that. They caught me off guard. But don't worry, everyone's safe. I made sure. I knew I was right to count on you, and I'm glad you're unharmed as well. Still wish I could have done more, though. Here, let me scout out ahead to make up for it. Units can be ordered to move to any location you specify. Select Lex's unit and then move him to the marked location. Alright then. You insist?
You got it. So, what next?
Just what I was hoping for. It's time for me to show these guys what I'm made of. You supposedly lost the 1v2. I'm not really sure how you're going to win the 1v6, but yeah, okay, sure. Say so. Go for it, Lex. Let's see what you're made of. Alright, 4 damage. He's got 30 HP. Wow, that defense down. Put in work. Jeez. Oh, well, Lex is about to get soloed over here.
Damn it.
Might have gotten too eager there. Lex, no, we'll never make it in time. Allow me, Your Highness. Ah, yes, Joseph, save us. Different units have differing degrees of mobility. The higher the stat is, the quicker they'll move through a battle stage. A unit's combined mobility is determined by the individual mobility stats of its members. So put a whole bunch of knights together in order to make them sanic fast, or if you use infantry, they'll be slower. Gotcha. I'm sure tanky classes don't make it any faster.
In service of the royal family. Awaiting
All right.
your command.
Joseph, get over here before Lex gets owned.
Very well.
I'm your foe this day, prepared to be struck down. When two allied units are in close proximity, one can swap for the other. Press L1 or R1 to have Joseph's unit swap in for Lex's. Before battle, you'll see a prediction of how much damage each unit will take. Know how these predictions change from swapping units. Yeah, Lex dies there, so let's not do that then. And Broseph here will go ahead and just take him out first. Oh, straight up one shot.
I have you.
Oh yeah, so Joseph is clearly here, the carriers. He did.
Healing.
I fight in me yet.
Alright, so Chloe can heal and do damage. Sounds good. Yeah, I'd run away too if Joseph just outright started one-shotting everybody before me. Somehow, yeah, sorry for making you work. You know, it's a miracle you can even put your armor on straight here. This mission should perk you up again. When combatants' HP falls to 0, they'll be rendered incapacitated. Items and skills can restore HP and revive incapacitated combatants. Select the items from a unit's action menu to use an item. Sure.
I don't know.
Just like that, he's back to I needed that. Chloe, perhaps you'd better start watching after Lex directly. Fury's a bit of a liability on his own. Oof, oh. Very much agreed. I mean, he did lose in our tutorial fight, so... No more messing around, Lex. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. Not the worst thing there, Lex, I'm just saying. Now then, this area appears to be safe for the time being. Let's hurry on to the harbor. Ah, yes, I'm sure Joseph doesn't need any help here. Seeing as he one-shot everyone. My word, but that's Hodrick. He and I used to stand as stalwart pillars of Cornia's defense. What might have possibly changed? Prepare yourself, rebels. Any foolish enough to defy Emperor Valerius must be put to the sword. Seems combat is our only path forward. Indeed, ridding this land of the enemy must be our first and only priority, no matter who that enemy may be. Timer expires. Defeat Hodrick. Move the cursor holding X to select multiple units to give them all the same order at once. After selecting the desired units, release X and choose a destination and have everybody head there. Ordering a unit to move or pressing X during a battle stage will automatically pause the game. The move and items commands can be used even when the game is paused. Okay then. Bro, every time I try and record absolutely anything, I don't know what it is. It just happens.
By your word.
All right, hey yo, Joseph, chill. Other people actually need XP too. Our Lord should be just fine. Between his own self-healing, guarding, and Scarlet's healing, like, he really should not be in any danger here. Not against the plebe units, anyways. Against the boss might be a little different. We don't wander around these guys, which is fair enough. I don't really want him soaking up any XP at the moment, so we're gonna just leave him in range in case something terrible happens.
Your villainy ends here.
Go ahead and just let Elaine do his thing. Okay, one shot, nerd. Our Lord can already one-shot people. This can't be Fire Emblem, surely. That's not how this works.
Good.
That seems kind of broken, but I mean, alright, sure. I mean, his physical attack wasn't even all that high, at least scale.
You face me.
2 over half his health and heal for 9. Sounds good to me. Yeah, okay, alright. This is going real well. Another crit? They said this guy's crit rate was not all that high, and yet he's already crit twice.
You okay?
It could just be forced crits in order to speed through the tutorial a little bit more. Like guaranteed crit sort of thing.
Come then.
Yeah, why not? Go ahead and take him. I did 0 damage, but that's fine because Scarlet does all the damage.
We march on.
Easy enough.
A fine bout.
You can have this one. Lex, you can go ahead and bullet this guy.
On it.
He is so slow.
You face me.
We have first strike advantage, so they won't be able to attack us, and he guarded. Unless I miss a 96, he's done for. Which in Fire Emblem is never tell me the odds.
Another step forth.
HP, all attacks, and accuracy, sure.
I can't fail my sacred
HP
mission.
and accuracy, okay. Well, you know, accuracy really on a mage? Like, come on, now.
We march.
No, that's a little more damage than I'd like, but that's okay. Joseph, if you want to weaken him just a little bit, yeah, that seems like that'll work.
Come.
Alright, Joseph, you do you.
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
I fail to understand, Hodrick. What has motivated this shift in allegiance?
Joseph, Cornia's most decorated knight. I shall close the book on your tale myself.
Good luck with that. You're like a knight class, and this man's either great knight or paladin. Like, you got no chance. Straight up 1 XP? Yeah, we're not giving you the kill. Such firm defenses, our weapons barely leave a scratch. Perhaps my magic will work then, leave this to me. Hold R2 to fast forward the game, advance in time quickly. Fast forward can be used both in stages and during battles. If the game is paused, fast forwarding will automatically resume. Makes sense? Alright, Joseph, you chill there.
The time is at hand.
Well, apparently we need like it. Oh yeah, because of Scarlet? Yeah, that makes sense.
This one's mine.
Alright, Lex, show 'em what you got. Or Chloe will one-shot him. Yeah, that works too.
I have you.
Score 1 for Lex.
Take notes, Lex.
HP, defense, and accuracy. Alright, well, honestly, would have hoped for a little bit better, but that's
No
okay.
stopping now.
You can get 2 damage.
You got it.
Alright, well, you know, I suppose we could let you do a little bit of damage. Yeah, sure, why not?
Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Good question.
Enough of your questions, whelp. Interfere, and I shall see you suffer for it.
Well, guess we're gonna have to suffer for it
Try
then.
again.
1 damage. 17 damage, though. Okay, alright, Scarlet. Well, it is at knights, which never have any resistance, so it makes sense.
My legs grow heavy.
Now, I refuse to cease just yet. Alright, we just get all of our stamina back.
We march.
Maybe we'll let Lex hit him a little bit for some chip damage, and then we'll let our Lord go ahead and take the kill. That seems fine.
You don't stand a chance.
You show off. Crit him for 1 damage. Yikes. Lex, I'm gonna need you to do at least a little better than that. I mean, come on now.
I'm ready to hit something.
Alright. This is probably overkill, but we're getting chip XP out at the very least. Which doesn't look like it's going to do all too much for Chloe, but for Alexa might do a little bit more.
You don't stand a chance.
Alright, that leaves him at 3 HP. We're just going to go ahead and let our Lord go ahead and take the kill now.
We march. Onward.
It won't let me use my Valor skill for the double experience yet, which sucks, so I guess we're just going to have to take less as a result.
Light.
Absolutely destroyed.
March on.
That was a good amount of XP. Only 62 money. They really weren't paying Hodrick enough for this. Alright, we only used 15 seconds out of the 2 minutes it allowed us there.
What foolishness is this?
Well, you brought a knight to a
One
mage
such as
fight.
I, brought low by the Cornia vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Hodrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become.
Man, he was guarding our queen, huh?
I stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful
If
end to
anything,
your
I feel like our
descent.
queen would have been protecting him at this rate.
Your Highness.
Tell me, Hodrick, do you remember the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why cast that aside and bend the knee to Galerius?
Good question.
I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
Elaine!
The ring! What sorcery is this?
Ah, we have packs. Alright.
Oh, my lie ahead.
Oh, is it mind control? Oh, really? We've never seen that in a Fire Emblem game before. No, it haven't.
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince.
Okay, then.
That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice.
I guess that would explain why.
Unfortunately, my memories end there as well.
That's pretty convenient, but okay,
A
then.
frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
Indeed,
I
Joseph.
shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Elaine.
Oh, you were mind
That's
controlled.
enough.
It's
You mustn't blame yourself any further.
you also had
I
no
do
chance.
wonder,
So there's
how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
it's our Deus Ex
In
Machina,
truth,
of course.
I had believed it to be mere regalia.
Oh, it's a
symbol of your
regalia.
birthright,
Okay, a
nothing
little early
more.
for one of those.
To think the power of cleansing truly exists. Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage.
Yeah, we
Legend
heard.
speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil, but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
Understandable.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands.
Just had to be
It's
unicorn,
entirely
did.
possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
Well, that seems mighty convenient, but alright.
Should Galerius's rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people, then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
I mean, that's awfully
Your words
confident
ring
for
true,
reading
my
one
prince.
night, but sure.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
It might just bring the iron wall of Zenoira crashing down.
We're getting our hopes up far too high for only winning one battle
I've
here,
often
but
found
sure.
myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta?
Is this
The
really
answer
what
is
we're
clear as
worried
day
about
now.
all?
The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled.
I mean, they really want
may
us to
take
think that
days,
she's dead,
months,
but she would have had to
even
die in
years.
an off
But I
scene
shall see the
cutscene,
duties
which,
of my
if we know
mother
Fire
fulfilled,
Emblem logic, that's
and
not how
slay
this works.
Galerius like the beast he is. And how does Hodrick fare?
Well, all things considered, any fog that lingered in his mind seems to have cleared, and he stands ready to fight once more.
Great, so we just gotta
By the
defeat
way,
our
Your
enemies
Highness,
to gain
allow me
allies.
to brief you on our
Very
plans
Fire
for when we
Emblem-esque.
arrive. Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursions is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive.
What a very
I'll
convenient
ride to
name.
bring him to you the moment we reach solid ground.
Thanks, Joseph.
You have my thanks.
A word, Elaine?
Yeah, Scarlet.
Is something wrong?
Well... No, it's nothing.
Okay, if you say so.
Sure. Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important, I assure you. It's just... our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
Surely you knew it was going
I
to
can't
come at
say I
one
feel
point
any
or
different.
another.
But I've always known this day would come.
Yeah, see, exactly.
That's why I
Elaine knows
spent
what's
all
up.
these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward. Royal blade and
Oh
all.
man, I already tried to get her to
As
meet
her
your
heir,
mom a little early
I
for that,
intend to
Elaine,
lead in
don't you
much the
think?
same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the shore?
Maybe.
You've seen that, have you? You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many. And assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well. Which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet. To reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
Oh, you know she's already on board.
Aline,
She been on board.
Of course. I'll do everything I can. As is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
I remember the church asking
don't forget
people to
about
fight
me.
all that much. I mean, holy warrior, but
Let's-
I mean, yeah, priestess though.
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
Oh, it's
It's all
fine,
right.
Chloe. I don't think we
We've
really
known each
care
other as
about it
long
like
as we
that.
have. There's no reason to let formality bind us.
Exactly.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown.
Chloe, please.
Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is.
Wow,
I'll
just
give my
roast him
all
like
in the
that.
royal name, your majesty.
Thank you all.
Thanks,
I couldn't
Chloe.
ask for a finer group of friends.
Well, hopefully Broses can set us up here. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and save it there for this episode. And we will continue our playthrough of Unicorn Overlord on the next one. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you guys then. See ya.